Johnson. I'm here with Ann, our WIC nutritionist, and Leonie, our intern. Welcome to the Framingham Farmers Market. We're here today to introduce you to what we do with the WIC coupons, the Farmers Market WIC coupons that we provide.
So today, Liana and I showed up just to kind of look around to see what we can make. What did we come up with?
A peach salsa.
So whenever you come to the farmer's market, you really have to look to see what's in season. So today, we found some fresh peaches, we found hot peppers, tomatoes, cilantro. So we're ready to buy and we're ready to cook.
All right, let's go. Come with us.
So we're over here where they have a bunch of herbs. What do you think we need here?
Some cilantro.
Oh, nice.
Cilantro. So we found cilantro here.
Looks nice and fresh.
Yeah.
So we're using cash today. Different parts of the farmer's market accept WIC coupons, different part accept debit card. We have our cash.
So make sure when you come to the farmers market to look for this sign here. It says WIC accepted.
Thank you. So we're here at the Hanson Farm stand, and we're here to get peaches. And as you can see, they have their sign up that says we accept WIC. So we're gonna get some peaches.
Basically, just like the darker ones are sometimes a little bit more ripe. This one you can feel it's like starting to ripen if you feel that.
Oh,
it's like
yeah,
a
I
little
feel that.
squishy
Okay.
Compared to like this one that's harder.
That's harder. Awesome. So we're gonna get one of these.
All right, so it's $7 for the quart.
Awesome. Here you go. What else do we need, Liana?
Hot peppers, onion, and bell pepper.
Thank you. All right, let's go get our hot peppers. And you said about a pound of tomatoes? All right.
No, we're not.
So tomatoes I know. So let's look for some firm tomatoes. What do you think, 2 or 3?
3.
3? All right.
So to pay for this purchase, we're gonna use the farmers market coupons.
So it'll be $7.75.
All right.
All right, so this page is 5, then 6, 7, 50.
So we should take something else, right?
Yep. So you're gonna take 2 cucumbers because they're $1 each.
Oh, okay.
And then another pepper.
And 1 pepper.
So our last purchase here today is a pepper. We didn't find any onions, but that's okay. And we do see the sign that says they accept WIC coupons, so we're gonna just purchase our 1 pepper.
This pepper is $1.85.
There you go.
Do you need a bag?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we have all of our produce in our bag. We're gonna head back to the office. We're gonna make some peach salsa, and we'll see you later.
No more checks. Using WIC is easier than ever. WIC is a free nutrition program that helps working families stretch their food budget and make healthy choices. WIC helps families learn to shop for nutritious foods and provides recipes for healthy meals. There's even online nutrition education and an app to make shopping easier. WIC, good food and a whole lot more. Call or visit us online to find out if you qualify.
On this edition of the Good Food Project, we use fresh produce from the Framingham Farmers Market. First, we dice up a peach salsa, and stay tuned for salmon cakes. All this and more on today's episode of the Good Food Project.
Something more than bread, a nice big steak and fries to go. Listen to what I said, I need something more than soup to keep me satisfied.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching our segment at the farmer's market, but I'm back here today. My name is Julie.
I'm Liana.
And we're going to be making peach salsa. I'm going to start off by cutting the tortilla. So we have some corn tortilla right here, just regular soft tortilla. I'm just going to cut it into little wedges. And what are you cutting up?
Cutting up the peaches. We got these at the farmer's market, along with our green peppers, our tomatoes, our jalapenos. And yeah, we're going to slice this all up, mix it all together.
Yep.
Making sure that we're careful with the knife. With the pit, with these, what you want to do is you're going to want to cut straight down the middle, twist it like an avocado, and it'll pop right open. You can use a spoon to try to get this out.
Yeah.
I tried that before and it didn't work so much. I
Yeah.
actually made a bigger mess with it
Oh,
that
okay.
way.
Oh, yeah.
So what I found is that if you have the one side that's like that, you cut it into wedges and then the same cut around wedges around
Okay.
it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It makes it a little easier.
Yeah. And of course, if you're doing with your kids, the mom or the adult should be cutting using the knife. And is your peach, it's a firm peach, right? It's not soft?
Yeah, it is a firm peach.
Okay. All right, so I'm just laying my tortilla on the baking sheet because I'm going to put it in the oven to make it crisp up. So I'm just laying it flat. I'm going to take some of my olive oil and just drizzle the tortilla with the olive oil. And then I'm taking a little bit of salt and I'm just going to salt it. So we're using corn tortilla with the recipe, but you could also use like white or whole wheat, whatever you want. So my oven's preset to 350. I'm just going to put the tortilla in the oven. It's probably going to be in there for like 15, 20 minutes. I'll just keep checking it. Okay, so the chips are in the oven. I'm just going to start on cutting some of my vegetables. All right, so I'll start with the tomato. So I'm just going to chop it in half and then chop it in half again. Have you ever made like homemade salsa before?
I have. It's been a long time,
Yeah.
but never with peaches.
Oh yeah, me either. I've wanted to do it for a while. It's gonna be really good. And I never thought to use firm peaches. I thought it'd be soft, but I guess it gets kind of mushy if you use the soft ones. So of course, when I'm chopping the tomato, you want to make sure you have the bear claw so that your fingers aren't out straight, which is you'll be more likely to cut yourself if you do
Yes.
that. And we're just making sure all the vegetable and fruit are the same size so that they are easy to scoop up. And yeah, with your WIC benefits, you can buy all of these vegetables and the peaches with your fruit and vegetable benefit. So it's really great. And also the tortilla, you can buy the corn or whole wheat with the
Oh,
WIC
really?
benefits.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, we got the vendors that we got the fruit from all accepted the WIC.
Oh,
The
good.
WIC vouchers. So
Yeah.
it was great.
Perfect. Yeah, I think they're doing that until like October, the farmers market. So yeah, if you're having your kids help you with this, they could help you mix all of the fruit and vegetables together. You could even add different vegetables or fruit if you want to. So it's really totally up to you. And we're using cilantro to mix into it. So of course, if you don't like cilantro, use something else, maybe mint or a different herb. And I'm sure this would taste better even like a few days after it's sat in the fridge for a little bit. The flavors probably develop more. Now I'm gonna chop up my pepper. We already have like most of the pepper already in the bowl. You just wanna remove all the seeds from the inside. So when I chop the pepper, I usually chop it into little slivers just to make it easier. And you could totally put this salsa on top of a dish, like if you made like meat or like burritos, salmon. That's actually what we're doing next. We're putting this on top of salmon.
That'd be a good combination.
Yeah.
The fruit with the fish.
Yeah, nice and fresh. So how do you chop the onion? Do you usually...
Well, I find it easier to chop both ends and then peel the outside off.
Okay, that's a good idea. All right, now I'm gonna chop the jalapeno. Now it's important when you chop the jalapeno to get all the seeds out, because that's where the really hot, the heat comes from. So I'm just gonna chop the end off of it and then chop the pepper in half. And then just take my knife and run it along the inside of the pepper. And of course, if you really like hot stuff, you could leave it in there. It's just up to you. And don't touch your eyes after you touch it. You'll be
Absolutely
burning.
not.
And I'm gonna chop the jalapeno a little bit smaller
Okay.
than other vegetables, because it's so hot.
All right. Now, onions, they're diced for this, right?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. So if you don't know how to dice an onion, it's not that hard. Best way to get it equal, you're gonna cut down a couple slits, but not all the way to the ends.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time if you like cut it on a grid and then,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cutting on a grid.
Yeah.
I never heard it called like that. Thank
Yeah.
you. And then you cut it in, same thing, not all the way to the end. And then just slice. See?
yeah, Perfect. So easy. All right, so my other half of the jalapeno, I'm just gonna chop it into little long pieces and then really small. Okay, so now I'm just gonna check on the chips to see how they're doing. So you just want them to be nice and like golden on top and crispy. So I'm gonna just see what they look like. And you can even flip them too. So I'm actually gonna flip them right now. I'm just gonna grab my oven mitt. So looking pretty good, but I want them to be a little bit more golden. So I'm just gonna flip them. All right, so I'm just gonna grab our bowl. Oh, we have a second bowl. So half will go in this bowl because we're gonna save it for the salmon recipe. Okay. So maybe we will just mix this up a little bit, just so it's like evenly distributed. Looks really nice. All the beautiful colors. Let's just put half of it in here. Oh, it's heavy. Okay.
I'll put half of the onions in one, half in
Yeah.
the other?
Yep.
Okay.
And then with the lime and the salt and pepper, we're just going to season it to taste, so we can just put more in as we go, because you can't take it out once you add it. So that looks pretty good.
That does.
Nice and even. All right, so if you want to take the lime, and then I'll take a lime. Yeah, so it helps to kind of like push it on the table to get some of the juice out.
Whoa.
And I'm sure you could even use lemon too if you don't have lime laying around. It's same effect. Okay, so I'll save this a little bit. I'm sure we'll use it, but we'll taste it and see if it needs more. And then I'm just gonna chop up the cilantro that we already washed. So you'd wanna just chop off the end of it because that has more of the stem. So I think the chips are ready. If you wanna grab the chips and we can like sample the salsa. How do they look? Yeah, nice and golden,
Nice and
perfect.
crispy.
Okay,
No,
so
okay.
I'm done chopping up the cilantro. I'm just gonna add it to my bowl, I guess. Smells really fresh and so good.
This smells delicious.
I'm just gonna finish off with some salt and pepper.
This smells so good.
All right, so are you ready to try?
I am ready.
Yeah. Okay. Looks awesome.
This looks delicious.
We have tons to share, so. All right, here we go. Wanna try? It's really good.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, so I hope you guys stay tuned to watch our salmon recipe with the salsa on top, and I hope you get a chance to stop by your local farmer's market and you can try this out at home. Thanks for watching.
One in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation.
America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Hi everyone, I am Helida Johnson.
And I'm Anne.
And what are we doing today?
So earlier, Julie and Liana made the peach salsa with all the stuff that we grabbed at Farmer's Market.
That looks awesome.
It was really good.
Oh my goodness, I already tried and it's delicious.
Yeah. So Julie made some tortilla chips with the corn tortillas.
Okay.
We're actually going to make salmon cakes, kind of like crab cakes, but with salmon.
Ooh, that
And we're
sounds
going to
good.
put it on top of that.
Awesome. And all that stuff that Julie used to make the salsa are the ingredients we bought at the farmer's market, right?
Exactly. I bought an onion and I bought a lime because those weren't really in season, and you know limes aren't in the growing.
was such a
They're
fun
not growing
trip.
in the backyard here, so.
That was a fun trip at the farmer's market,
That
right?
was a fun trip.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I loved it. So
So why don't we get started on this
Yep.
recipe? The recipe that I saw for the salmon patties, it didn't really call for a lot of vegetables, but I thought we'd add some carrot and
yeah.
some celery. So
any opportunity we have to add vegetables, right?
exactly. So we're gonna cut these fine, and for the carrots, we're actually gonna shred it. I washed the carrot really good, so I'm not gonna peel it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cut the top and bottom
So
off.
how do you want me to cut this?
So for the celery, watch your fingers, because
Okay.
I have a big knife.
All right.
You're gonna cut it right down the middle because you want it to be nice fine pieces.
Okay.
And then again.
Okay. Oh, finer than that.
Yeah, you want
okay.
nice small pieces.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's see.
Yeah, watch your fingers. Remember that bear claw that we talked
Yep.
about?
I think I haven't done this for a while, so.
Curl those fingers
Yep.
in.
So first in the middle, right?
Exactly.
And then one more
One
time.
more, because you want to get nice, small, even pieces so they cook evenly.
Yeah, this is a little smaller than your piece, but I think I can do it one more
No,
time.
perfect. Okay.
All right.
And then what you're going to do is just line them up. With celery, it's nice and easy. You line it up, cut right into those pieces.
Okay. So you want them tiny, right?
Yep.
I have been always so jealous that you were so quick and so, you do it so nice, and I wasn't able to do it, and I just did it today.
There you go. Congratulations. Not only does it speed up the process, but it's also a lot safer because you're never lifting the tip of the knife off of the board.
Yeah.
Okay. So next, for the carrots, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my grater and grate it right into the bowl. I need Helita to cut the top of my carrot off.
Okay. I'll do it. I am your official cutter.
My fancy knife skills lady. Awesome. And the bottom.
Oh, at the bottom too. There we go.
All right.
So a little bit more on this one.
Nope, that's actually a good size.
That's good?
Yep, so
Okay.
if you just want to take your knife and push it over to the side, I'm going to shred my carrots right here. I
Okay.
was going to shred it into the bowl, but then I realized I don't have room.
Oh,
We need a bigger kitchen.
I know, right? We really need.
Okay.
We're expanding.
So I'm going to use my medium size. I'm just going to
Okay.
grate them right down. So when you shred the carrot, you really want to be cautious of your fingers.
So, okay, now, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You
so,
can go this way,
Yeah, because that's how I do it, and it works well.
and it's probably a lot safer. But you see the texture of the carrot. So within the salmon cake, you'll actually get a nice
Oh,
chunk
yeah,
of carrot.
true. So, how many carrots are we?
I'm going to do 2 carrots.
Two?
Yeah.
Let me cut the ends of this one.
And it's all the taste. I thought about putting a pepper in it, but I don't know. I really just wanted the taste of the carrots and the celery.
Yeah, I think with the carrots and the celery will be
And the
really
onion.
good. Oh yeah, definitely. And I already put some garlic in the salmon.
As you get to the bottom of the carrot, you can either take your knife and cut it up, or just toss it because you really want to be cautious of your fingers.
So okay, let me teach you something though.
You teach me.
I actually
Tables are
start.
turning.
Yeah, I actually start on this side.
Oh.
So I don't have to, because the thicker side will be at the end.
At the end.
So I don't need to use the knife. Or, it's easier for me to hold it. I do a lot of carrots, that's why I know that.
So today for our recipe, we did use a canned salmon, which you can get on Wick if you're exclusively breastfeeding.
Oh yeah, that's true. And it's only for breastfeeding women, right?
It's for exclusively
so
breastfeeding
fish, canned fish is only for breastfeeding. Oh,
Do you want to shred that carrot as well?
Sure.
If you like fresh salmon, what you can do, and we've cooked up a little bit of salmon, I'll show you right at the end. You can take the salmon out and just flake it. But for our recipe, we're going to use the canned.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So the recipe
All right.
also calls for a small onion. We're doubling the recipe because I have
Oh,
a
okay.
feeling this is going to be a hit.
Yeah.
But the recipe calls for 1 small onion.
Okay.
I have 2 out, but they're rather large, so we're going to use 1 large onion.
Okay. So
we're done with this.
So onion is still
We'll
a
use
problem for
we'll
me.
use 1. So you want me to cut it?
Yeah, I do because I still struggle with the onion part.
I'm going to use my bear claw, cut off the
Okay.
ends, and peel the skin off.
Okay.
So I have a nice flat end. Cut down.
So my way, I just cut like thick slices,
Like this?
and then I just, I just cut it in tiny little pieces.
Well, let's share the onion.
Okay.
Oh, you have a half.
Yeah, I'll do just half my way.
I'm kind of cutting it your way.
Oh, you are? Yeah, but you cut it like in different chunks. So what I do is I cut them in big slices, and then I just go.
Well, that works. And you're using your fancy leaving the tip of the onion on the table trick.
Yeah.
So you can use the vegetables fresh, which will give you a stronger flavor and a crispier texture. But for today, I'm going to saute them a little bit before we put them into the salmon.
Oh, okay.
So we minced through 1 large onion, and what we're going to do now is saute all of our vegetables. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. And I'm using a bigger pan because when it comes to making the patties, I want to cook a few at once.
Oh, okay.
With the patties, you can also bake them. You just want to make sure you cook it through.
All right.
So I'm just going to let this heat up, and we'll be right back.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. This is a serious problem, but one we can solve. Visit feedingamerica.org to help. Together we can solve hunger. Together we're feeding America.
So welcome back. We started to saute our vegetables just to soften them for our salmon recipe. And we took the salmon out of the can, and we've kind of flaked it a little bit so it's in smaller pieces. Did you know they sell canned salmon with bones in it?
I had no idea.
I didn't either, but I found that out today because I bought a bigger can.
You found it the hard way?
I found it the hard way, but it's much cheaper. So if you're not
It is?
receiving your canned salmon from Wick, you can buy a larger can. You just have to pick the bones out. It
Oh,
didn't
wow.
take long at all.
Yeah, no, I had no idea, but I saw you picking the bones out. So
I will smell like salmon for a solid 3 weeks.
Well,
I don't mind the smell.
that's the price you pay.
So we've softened the vegetables. Again, you don't want to brown them. We're not trying to fry them up. You just want to soften them a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to pull them off of the fryer. I'm going to toss them right into our bowl.
Okay.
What I'm going to do next, I'm going to cut a little bit of parsley.
All right, so do you want me to cut the parsley?
Please.
Okay. I don't know how to cut parsley, so.
The first thing you're going to do is you want to get it off the stem. So you grab it, pinch it, and push it down.
So I saw Julie doing something with the knife. Is there another way to do it? Like
She was just cutting the, oh yeah, you could do that too.
So, but usually what you do, you just.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Okay. So let's do your way, Miss Anne. Are we using all just parsley?
The recipe calls for just 2 tablespoons of parsley.
Okay.
So why don't we stop right about there? I'll probably
Yeah,
put in a little bit extra.
That's plenty, but now I only have a little bit left, so we can save it.
Okay. So you want to cut it into fine pieces.
Fine pieces.
So while you cut the parsley, the recipe calls for 1 1/3 cup of breadcrumbs, but we've added more vegetables, so they'll probably need a little bit more.
Okay.
The recipe calls for about 15 ounces of salmon. That's about 1 large can or a couple small cans, and 1 egg.
Okay.
Again, I've doubled it, so we're gonna go.
Okay.
So double that would be 2 2/3 cups of breadcrumbs.
All right. You're good at math.
That one was an easy one. So again, what I did with the salmon was I took a fork through it just to make sure all the pieces are nice and shredded. And I'm going to mix all my ingredients right here.
And look at me using my knife skills.
There you go, and that looks awesome. Nice small pieces of fresh raw parsley. That's good. We should measure it a little bit.
Okay.
So 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. It's about a little more than 3 tablespoons of parsley.
And
That's
a little
good.
bit more.
That's good because we did double the recipe.
Yeah.
The recipe also says we should beat the egg a little bit before we put it in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll grab you a fork.
Thank you.
So while she beats the egg, I'm going to throw in my first batch of breadcrumbs. And again, we doubled the recipe, so I should double this, but I'm going to add the breadcrumbs slowly because I don't want the breadcrumbs to overpower.
Oh yeah,
the
and
recipe.
you can add as you go,
Absolutely.
right? As you need it.
So let's toss that egg in. Now, because my hand has been in the salmon, I'm going to use a spoon to do the salt and pepper. And again, it's just a taste. So I'll start with a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and about the same of salt.
All right.
I took out the honey Dijon mustard
Oh.
just to give it a kick.
Oh, okay. Did you put it already?
Not yet. I was kind of wondering. What do you think?
I think we should. I think it will taste good.
Okay.
And we can put a little bit just to see how
Yeah.
it tastes.
All right.
But
so
it looks good.
We're going to do 1 teaspoon.
Okay.
2 teaspoons. Double the recipe.
Oh yeah. We're doubling
everything. All right. So in order to see if I need more breadcrumbs, I'm going to try to form a patty.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
A little bit more. It's a little
More?
bit wet. Just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Now my hands are dirty, so
Okay, I'll do it. So we'll add a little
a
bit
little
more.
bit at a time.
So,
Let's toss it in. We'll sprinkle it around.
okay.
A little bit more. I think that should be good.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to try to form a patty again.
All right.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the oil nice and warm. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of oil and let it heat up.
It smells really good.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm super excited mixing this with the peach salsa.
Ooh. Can't wait to try.
Okay, so why don't we start making patties?
Let's make them.
Let's make them small, like sample size.
All right.
So you can make these patties whatever size you want. If you're making it as an appetizer, you want to make nice small patties, kind of like a meatball size. If you want to make it for a meal or you're making it at home, you can do a nice big patty, almost like the size of a burger.
And kids can help with that too, right?
Absolutely.
That would be really fun.
Yeah.
For them to make their own little.
I'm going to lay them across, and I want them to cook evenly. So let's try to patty these as quickly. Okay.
40% of food in America never gets eaten. When we start to think differently about our food, we can get a lot more out of it.
So we're back. We finished our patties. As you can see, they're nice and brown on both sides, cooked all the way through, and they have a nice texture.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah. And what we did, we cooked, if you're not into making patties and you still want to try the salsa with the salmon, we cooked a nice piece of salmon. It's underneath all the salsa. So you can just cut it right up.
Oh, wow.
And eat it with the salsa.
It looks beautiful.
A little side of carrots for
some
vegetable.
lemon.
And of course, put the salsa right on top of the salmon patty with a little bit of lemon, and voila.
Looks wonderful. And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
For this recipe and others, you can come to one of our cooking classes on Tuesday from 4 to 5 p.m. and Fridays from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. or like us on Facebook at facebook.com/framingham.waltham.wic. We encourage you and your families to participate in one of our cooking classes. Hope to see you soon.
Something more than soup to keep me satisfied.